Review copy provided by PlayStation. When Demon's Souls came out on PlayStation 3 in 2009, it garnered attention and praise for its unconventional design, gradually becoming a cult hit as word of mouth spread. It was a challenging title that forced you to adapt and overcome in an era when games felt like they were holding your hand. It was a huge turning point for From Software, and since then, they've grown into one of the most respected and beloved developers around. Earlier this year, when Sony announced a remake for the PlayStation 5, fans were excited to see it was being handled by Bluepoint Games, the same studio behind the excellent 2018 remake of Shadow of the Colossus. However, regardless of the developer, the idea of remaking a classic is always a risky endeavor. Obviously, some fans may object to specific changes here and there, but Bluepoint has once again delivered a superb remake that stays faithful to the original. Demon's Souls for the PlayStation 5 exquisitely captures the wonder and joy of the original, and serves as a fantastic showcase for Sony's new console. Bluepoint has always been known for their outstanding technical work, and Demon's Souls is no exception. Since it's only on PS5, it serves as a graphical showcase for the console. The dark and brutal world is a treat to behold and feels more alive than ever. Locations are visually stunning and loaded with detail, and the enemies you encounter are more terrifying than ever. It's a feast for the eyes while managing to stay true to the original. The short load times are also extremely impressive, greatly enhancing the overall experience, with each loading screen only lasting a few seconds. This is particularly great since Souls games haven't been known for their speedy load times, and since there's no delay, it's easier and more addictive than ever to jump back into the fight for another round. As with the Shadow of the Colossus remake, Bluepoint sticks close to the source material with Demon's Souls. It features all the same elements that made the original so great in the first place, like its world, combat, and online systems. More obtuse aspects, like world and character tendency, are more clearly presented in the menus, but how these systems work is still mysterious and somewhat confusing. You'll likely need to dig into a guide to fully grasp the concept. Though it never had the same impact as its younger sibling Dark Souls, Demon's Souls is arguably the most important game in the series. When it came out, there was nothing like it. It's an unforgiving action RPG that demands your full attention. Reading the movements of your opponents is key to success, and any slight miscalculation can leave you in ruins. It makes you earn every victory rather than escorting you to the finish line, like so many other games. It can be a struggle at times, but once you overcome one of its obstacles, the sense of satisfaction it provides is unmatched. Unlike the interconnected worlds of later From Software RPGs, Demon's Souls teleports you to separate levels from a hub zone called the Nexus. But the character of the level design remains the same, with winding staircases, hidden routes, traps, and unexpected shortcuts. Checkpoints are also few and far between. Instead, Demon's Souls pushes you to survive through ruthless gauntlets until you carve a path back to where you started, rewarding you by providing a shorter route to your next goal.
We have long awaited you, Slayer of Demons.
While it's very faithful to the original, there are several quality of life features added to make the journey smoother, like being able to send equipment straight to storage, a password system for online play, and the ability to warp between archstones without returning to the Nexus each time. The controls have also been updated and now feature omnidirectional rolling for a more modernized feel. Plus, there are additional camera and controller options to adjust if you like. In the grand scheme of things, these may seem like small tweaks, but they greatly enhance the overall experience. Not having to leave loot behind because you couldn't carry anymore is wonderful, and having omnidirectional rolling makes the game feel better than ever. The statue in the Nexus now offers a few new features as well, like being able to spend souls to seek forgiveness, which resets any aggro you have with NPCs. You can change up your character's appearance or save it to use later, and there's also Fractured mode, which is essentially a mirrored mode that's a nice addition if you're looking for a different perspective. There are two graphics modes available for you to choose from. The default performance mode targets 60 frames per second and runs at a dynamic resolution, while cinematic mode runs at a native 4K and targets 30 frames per second. Having the option is great, but after experiencing the smooth gameplay of performance mode, it's hard to go back. When the original Demon's Souls came out in 2009, Shunsuke Kita's soundtrack stood out and served as a beautiful complement to the world's dark and hopeless tone. This time around, the soundtrack has been completely re-recorded and rearranged, resulting in a faithful yet fresh take on Kita's classics. The new arrangements are great and fit well with the vibe of the remake, but it would have been nice if you could toggle between either version, since they both stand on their own so well. The name Demon's Souls comes with a lot of expectations, and Bluepoint has proven once again that they're more than capable of carefully modernizing these beloved games without losing what made them special in the process. Demon's Souls on the PS5 is one of the finest examples of a remake out there, thanks to its stunning visuals, great music, and numerous quality-of-life improvements. Most importantly, all the aspects that made the original such a classic, like its mysterious world, tight combat, and vicious bosses, are painstakingly preserved. Whether you're a newcomer or a veteran, Demon's Souls is a journey worth taking, and it's an outstanding title to have out alongside the PlayStation 5's launch.
Soul of the lost, withdrawn from its vessel. Let strength be granted so the world might be mended. So the world might be mended.
Easy Allies reviews are made possible by generous viewers just like you. If you like what you see, check out patreon.com/easyallies to see our other videos, and consider becoming a patron to help us make more. Review copy provided by PlayStation.